You've seen the title. Today we're gonna be testing viral Shein makeup products, and specifically SHEGLAM makeup products, because Shein has its own makeup brand. And I've seen people talk about these products everywhere, specifically on TikTok, of course. I feel like being Italian and also consuming makeup content from the US and the English side of the beauty community, I get basically a mix of both worlds, and I know for sure that SHEGLAM makeup is viral on the Italian side. I don't know much about the English speaking side, but I thought, why not? These makeup products are so cheap. Like, I spent $40 for 12 products. If you go into Sephora with $40, I think you can get just maybe a mascara, which is crazy, of course. So let's see how these behave and if they're any good, because if they are viral, it doesn't mean that they're good products, because virality also sometimes is very, very much linked with something being gimmicky. I have a full bag here. This is a supermarket bag, but who cares? I have my foundation and my eyebrows done. I feel like I want to start with the eyeshadow. I have here the SHEGLAM Amber Rose Burning Devotion color palette, and this is pretty much one of those aesthetics that I really like. It's burgundy, so yeah, and it also has this like letter, like waxed letter seal type of thing. When you open this, it looks like a brick, and oh, something fell off. This opens like a book, like a pamphlet of some sorts. It only has 4 shades. These are all in the burgundy scheme, and that's why I picked it. So let's give it a try. It seems to me like it's very much inspired by like Romeo and Juliet. I think I'm gonna go into the shade No One I Swear. I swear I don't know what this says. It's this beigey shade here, but you can see the lettering, the printing here. It's italics. It's not really understandable. Ooh, it feels satiny. Feels like super smooth. Okay, I'm actually kinda into this shade. It's like a taupey pink. All right, let's try it on the eyes. I'm spoiling the experience for myself. Ooh, this is pigmented. Okay, I don't know what I was expecting. This is a lot of pigment, and I definitely did go into it heavy-handed. I did not think it would be so pigmented. I like the shade though. It's very one of those shades that I find myself using a lot, because it has a touch of taupe in it, which I feel like it makes it interesting. I have cat hair somewhere. It's driving me crazy. Okay, there's not a lot to say about this shade. It really is like it's working, it's blending, it's not patchy, and I like the color. Let's move on to another shade. Keep in mind that these like purplish burgundy shades can very easily get patchy. So let me try Fine Wine, I think. Not sure, this purpley one. And I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna be very careful because I'm afraid this will be as pigmented. I'm gonna use it to create some dimension here. Yeah, I was right. It's definitely very pigmented. And so this is like it's like a wine color, but it's not leaning on the red side, if you know what I mean. You know that wine tends to be a bit ruby. This is like very much purple, and honestly, for this type of packaging, I would have preferred to have a burgundy in there. I feel like they're missing out on this opportunity. This is going well over the other shade. Yeah, it's a fine eyeshadow. I'm also trying to make this more intense here in the outer corner. I'm gonna do my lower lash line because I forgot it existed. Now that I did that, I'm going into the brown in the palette here. I gave up on trying to understand the names. Again, I'm just going for some dimension here, just truly deepening this part. This is a nice brown. Overall, what I get from this palette, I feel like it's more cool toned than you would guess by looking at the packaging, because this is the Eternal Rose collection, and if you tell me it is rose inspired, I'm gonna think about reds. I'm gonna think about warm tones. I think the advertising for this collection was also like flames, roses burning, and stuff like that. So I would have guessed these would be like warm colors, and they're giving me more cool tone vibes. The last shade we have here is this like pale pink. I'm gonna use this in the inner corner. I kind of think it makes sense as a bright shade with this like color scheme. I like that it is white, but there's some pink in there, and you can definitely tell there is some pink. I will probably also use this on my lid, but I'm gonna use something else right now. But first I want to swatch these shades because like when I touch them, they feel like the Catrice $6 eyeshadow palette that I love so much. That's a compliment. Actually, I really love that palette because they are smooth and they feel like they're a bit moussey. Yeah, they feel very moussey to the touch. These are the 4 shades. I like them. I wish they were burgundy though. You could also go like have a look with just these 2 or a look with just these 2. You don't necessarily have to mix them. I think that was the intended purpose because they are very, very separated in the package, but I like this palette. And actually also very convenient to travel with, so you could do a lot with this, I feel like. The next eye product I have is this Jelly Wow eyeshadow pop. I have 2 shades here. Colourpop also does these, and I've watched a few TikToks of these being swatched and they seem like super shimmery and so reflective, so I'm very curious. So I have the shade Rose Disco and the shade Delirious. This is really interesting. When I open this, can you already see all the particles in this? Don't mind my swatchy, messy hand, please. This is so full of shimmer. That's crazy. These, you need to be careful. You always have to close them. Like, they should stay the least amount of time in direct contact with hair, otherwise they're gonna dry up. So this is like a winter icy queen, I put my finger in there, wintry icy queen shade. It shifts blue and purple as well. These look amazing. I don't know about their longevity though, because when I look at these, I think they're not gonna be staying a long time on my lid, you know what I mean? Let's swatch them. Ooh, they feel like water. They're actually, at least this one is pretty sheer. This is the shade Delirious. Can you even see it? Rose Disco. My hands are a mess. I feel like these are much sheerer than you would think, at least from the promotional images, but also from the TikToks I watched. With this look, of course, I need to go in with the pink one. I actually want to apply it with the cat tongue brush. Is this how it's called still? And I'm gonna pick it up directly from the pot. And I'm going here. Okay, so it feels super wet. Okay, can you see this? I'm not exaggerating. I hate exaggerating. I'm usually pretty like, I feel like I'm pretty inexpressive, but that might just be my opinion on myself. But this has so many particles of so many different shades. I really like this. It's so interesting. Oh, it might be a bit difficult to blend with my brush, so I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it into the rest of the shades. Yeah, they do not have like a strong colored base, but they are full of shimmer, and I think that this, in the right lighting, like candlelight or one of those scenarios, these would shimmer like nothing else. I can tell you, I am for sure gonna be playing with this. I'm also really interested to see how much it lasts without like completely getting into the folds of my eye. But like a first impression, I really like this. I have here the SHEGLAM all-in-one volume and length mascara. So this is in the burgundy shade. Yes, waterproof burgundy. Okay, I didn't think I was signing up for a waterproof mascara, but still. The thing with burgundy mascaras is I tried one, it was from Colourpop, and I thought I simply did not like them until I discovered that basically the product that Colourpop sent me was dried out and it was so flaky, it was going everywhere, it wasn't even attaching to my lashes. So I think that I got a bad one, and since then my opinion about burgundy mascaras has been a bit like iffy. So we're gonna see if this one fixes that. There's a dual-ended type of situation. There's one which is like this curved applicator. Oh, this is like butterfly applicator. There's like little things in there, like fibers. So this seems like it's a fiber. I'm gonna be using this curved one. My lashes could use a curl, and let's apply it. I did use a black pencil as well because I feel like without a black as a base, my lashes do not feel full. I can actually see the burgundy here. The formula is definitely better than the Colourpop one, but again, I think it was because that one was dried out. Okay, so from a distance, you cannot see that this is a burgundy mascara. And to be honest with you, I also think it's because it is against like a black eyeliner. Well, this is the thing. Like every time I tried a burgundy mascara, it was like, if you cannot see it, what's the point? That's what I think. But it may be just me choosing the wrong products. I don't know. If you have any recommendations for a burgundy mascara which actually looks burgundy on your lashes, please leave them in the comments. I am not really great at judging mascaras because I feel like any mascara kind of works on my lashes, but this is definitely giving me length. One thing I would say is that it seems like this applicator doesn't really hold a lot of product in it. So I had to dip again for my second eye. And I think that that's not common, is it? Like I usually do one dip, and I can do both my eyes, but it wasn't the case for this. So it might be that this one just doesn't hold too much product. I think that you can see that it's burgundy, especially on my lower lash line. But I actually like this. I need to try the other brush. And also, mascaras do change with time after you open them. So you cannot really judge it like in a first impressions type of thing. For blush, I got the SHEGLAM Jellylicious Hydrating Lip and Blush Tint. So this is basically a dupe for the Milk Makeup Jelly Blush. And I have one, so I will compare them gladly. This is in the shade Howdy. This is how it looks like. It's like a tiny tube. Definitely is more than the Milk one. Let me get it. So you can see the SHEGLAM is more chubby. Okay, this is what I see when I open this. Basically a mess, a liquidy mess. I'm kind of scared because, okay, yeah, you can bring it up. I'm kind of scared because, yeah, I knew this would happen. It's a tint, so this happened with the Milk blush as well. When you open it, there's like a layer of liquid on top, like a film, and I usually get rid of that because that stuff is super pigmented. I'm using just the box to do that, but I really like the shade. It's like a reddish pink. I'm gonna apply it how I apply my Milk one. So I'm picking up a brush and I'm just swiping it on, and then I'm gonna dab it onto my cheeks. Interesting. Like here already, I can tell you this is much more pigmented than the Milk one, and it is also drying. It seems like it's drying much faster. This is not my standard experience with Milk, So I think that if you do not like the milk jelly blush, you won't like this. It's the same type of product, but it is also even somehow quicker in drying. It is like very, very pink. What I like with these type of blushes, I'm not one for the gimmick, but I do like the fact that it looks like a watercolor effect. Okay, so on this side, I picked up way less from the product and it's going on better. I do still believe that there's that like superficial layer of liquid, of like pure pigment that needs to be disposed of. And yeah, probably just by wiping it on something, because that is pure pigment. Do I look like a cow? Okay, maybe I do. Let me bring this down with my foundation a little bit. But I think this blush goes pretty well with the shades we've been using so far. Do I still look like I have blush blindness? I think so. Let me actually compare it with the milk one. So this milk one is in the shade Spritz. It is like more like a corally tint. This is the milk one. And below is the Sheen one. It is like a pinky shade. I have seen this product everywhere. This is an highlighter that looks like a planet. This, okay, it looks so cute. This is the Lunar Glow highlighter in the shade Heart Galaxy, so it's the pink shade. Ooh, a baby pink, but it has some gold to it. I feel like you could also use this like on your eyes, should we? Like a tiny bit here in the inner corner. Yeah. What am I gonna do? What I was doing? I forgot. I'm gonna apply it with a brush. I don't know how pigmented this is, but I'm gonna assume it is. Right, it is definitely pigmented, and I did pick up a lot. I think you can see it from there. I think you can see this from Mars, honestly. Yeah, this is extraterrestrial highlight that was so viral like years ago, where your highlighter was supposed to be seen from outer space. I think like they're definitely on team with this. And the annoying thing about this is that because it's round down here, you cannot really put it on a surface. It will just, it will do that. That's a bit annoying. I like this. I do think that it's not like the most melty highlighter, like one of those that really blends into your skin. I feel like you can see that there's product on it, but I mean, for the price, and if I did a better job blending it out, probably, I think that it's nice. Definitely need to be into those like a bit shifty, definitely powerful highlighters. For my lips, I have quite a bit because we are in the lips season, blush and lips season, but I did not really find a lip liner. It might be just me not looking for it, but I got this Sheglam Love Stained Lip Tint Marker. Basically, you can use it as a lip liner because it should be really easy, so that's what I thought when I got this. This is in the shade Pure Love, and I'm gonna tell you, all the shades in this product are very reddish or pinkish. There's no nudes. Unfortunately, so this is the best I could find. It feels really weird that I'm applying with a marker. It feels like I'm doing something, one of those things that in elementary school they told you should not do. It feels like I'm being a bad girl. That's and not in that sense. But yeah, it is very easy to apply. Generally with lip tints, you can use them as lip liner, but they are a bit difficult to control if they have like that standard gloss type of applicator. And this is made for precision. Maybe it's a bit too precise because I feel like I'm not great at doing lip liner, and I do prefer when it's blurred. And here I really have to, like, I'm struggling. This dries really fast. Like, I just applied this and it's not budging anymore. So what I tried to do is fill it in a little bit more so that it's not super crazy. Yeah, it looks super uneven. I did such a bad job. I'm actually kind of embarrassed as a makeup artist. But it feels a bit sticky. Yeah, maybe it needs to fully dry down, but it's not moving. Like, Yeah, there's a faint outline, and I think it's because it's not fully dried. It is a red though, so it's not a shade that I normally would use. I don't understand why they do not make nudes in this product, or in all products actually. On top of that, I'm gonna use, I have choice. So I have two types of products. I have the SHEGLAM Amber Rose Immortal Love Nourishing Lip Gloss and the Mirror Kiss Eye Shine lipsticks. I'm gonna swatch them all, but I do think that with this type of colors, it's better if I use this like brownish, burgundy-ish gloss. The High Shine lipstick I have in two shades, Rule Breaker and Own Your Shine. Own Your Shine, I feel like it's super popular because it is this like nudie transparent base with a lot of shimmer. I'm gonna try it on my hands because I don't have a lot of space here. So this is a very melty product. It's one of those like max squirt type of situations, and it's melting all over the sides, so you need to be very careful while using this. I think like you don't even need to twist it up more than half a millimeter. But this is the shade Own Your Shine. You can see it's super shiny and super sparkly. Yeah, it's basically a gloss in a tube, and if you're living like me in a very warm climate, I don't think it's a good idea to have these out with you. The other shade, Rule Breaker, is a pink. Ooh, I like this shade. This is Rule Breaker. It's definitely one of those shades that you use in an everyday type of situation. I'm gonna wash my hands. Actually, let's watch the last one. This is a gloss. So those are called lipsticks. Honestly, they're not. They're just glosses in a tube. But this is like a gloss in one of those containers, like a standard container. And oh, the one is fake. This is the shade Treasure. Oh, this is the type of shades that I like. Oh, I'm so happy about it. This one on the top is Treasure. It's like a mauvey burgundy shade. I'm definitely gonna use this one. Let me wash my hands though. The stain isn't going anywhere. Same for my finger. And I'm kind of worried because I need to make pizza dough. And I feel like my pizza might be pink. Anyways, let's apply Treasure. Also, really like the packaging, like this black to burgundy fade. It smells like rubbing alcohol. Ooh. Somehow this marker goes perfectly with this gloss. I'm proud of myself for that. Okay, so sticky test. Yeah, it is doing that thing a bit. Just a tiny bit, but be warned, it does do that, and I didn't even apply a lot. Like, it's actually pretty sheared out, but there's a lot of pigment in there. That's kind of nice. But I might be biased because I love this type of shades. Last thing, we're gonna close everything with this SHEGLAM Press Refresh Setting Spray. This is like the hydrating one. They also have a mattifying one. I am definitely a dry skin type of girl, so I had to go for the hydrating one. And look how cute this is. It's also baby blue, which is one of my favorite colors ever. And this is supposed to smell like coconut. Don't hear anything, so let's... Ooh, nice mist. I don't smell the coconut. Like, no, it smells like very faintly. I don't know if this is something that is worldwide, but do you know that when you are sick and they give you this like tiny vials of water because they are like have immunoresistance property and stuff like that? I don't know how it's called in English, but it smells like that. Or it smells like aerosol. Aerosol? I don't even know if I'm making sense or if it's just an Italian word. In the meantime, my gloss migrated on my teeth. Can definitely smell the coconut a bit more now, but I wouldn't say it's like a good smell. You know, it's like a more of a medicinal type of smell. And I really like the mist though. It's very, very fine and it spritzes well. I don't know how much it will help with the makeup because it's supposed to keep your makeup fresh, smells like a vacation, which is not true, but it is a setting spray. So other than refreshing, it is also supposed, I think, to fix your makeup. I'm gonna apply lashes though, because I got these. These are not Sheglam, but they are sold on Shein, and they're like this very like kind of half lashes. They look cute, and I'm gonna apply them because I have them. I don't know about these lashes. I mean, they definitely look like Marilyn Monroe-esque, and I'm not used to seeing myself with lashes, so that might probably be it. And it might also be that I'm not really good at applying them, but here you go, lashes. This, if you like this, they are a lot. There's a lot in here. They do not come with glue though, so beware. This was my experience trying on Sheglam makeup. Overall, I think I liked everything. The only thing that I would be unsure about are these lipsticks, because they're a bit messy and I do live in a warm climate, so. And this coconut spray, I don't know really how much it's doing. It's definitely something that I have to test. Overall, I'm kind of happy with the look. Is it something that I would like wear? Yeah, I would. It's just not like my choice, my comfort makeup choice, but I think singularly every product did exactly what it had to do. So, and for how much I paid, like $4 per product, it's ridiculous. I do understand how someone who doesn't want to spend like $150 every time they breathe in a Sephora would go for something like this. And I think that it's nice that we have options for everybody. Less nice the way that these companies seem to be shady, but that would be a thing in itself. Like, it's too big of a discussion. So I want to thank you for watching my video. If you reached this point, please remember to subscribe so that you can watch more makeup videos and overall beauty did I hit my mic? Overall beauty related videos on your feed. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.